butterfly. It's for a step through punch, so the guy's going to step through. You're going to step for the first time, you're going to do a block where you're stepping out and bringing the top of your hand over top of his hand here. So you're going to step, so when his punch goes, you're going to step and parry out this way. Now you're going to take the other hand and you're going to sweep it around into a half circle, draw back, and do double palm strikes to his ribs, making hence a butterfly motion. Praying mantis is for a step through punch. As he steps through punch, I'm going to step and then pull into a cat stance. So if you look down at my foot, you can see my cat stance here. So I've done a push block, go into a cat stance. Then you're going to kick to the base of his knee here. As he turns and comes down, you're going to come in forward with a middle knuckle to his temple at the same time. Let's do that full speed. Flashing wings. It's the first time we're going to work on a hook punch defense. So the guys that make a hook punch, you're going to dip underneath. So drop down. When you see the hook coming, you need to drop your base down, come to the outside, secure that punch with coming around here, drive into an elbow to the back of his spine, chop to the base of his neck, chop to the base of his neck, and come back up to the bridge of his nose or up into his throat. Let's look at that full speed. Parting the waves. The guy's coming through with a punch. As he punches, you remember this from before in your self-defense where you step to the outside, push block, and do the same hammer fist like you did before, same bag fist as you did before, but now you're going to step through with the other foot, make an elbow, and now your thigh should be onto the inside of his knee. You're going to knock the inside of his knee open with your thigh, and you come back up with a growing strike. Let's take a look at that full speed. Winding limbs. Winding limbs is for a 1-2 punch, and he's going to step through with a punch. I'm going to step and do a sweeping high defend. Step forward with the same foot he's stepping forward with, and you're going to do a sweeping high defend with the opposite hand. Come back with another high defend. Come down with a hammer fist to the groin. Inward defend to block the other punch, and then a back fist to the temple. Take a look at that full speed. Crossing the mountains for a 1-2 punch. As he steps through with his punch, I'm going to step back into a cat stance. Then I'm going to push block with the palm of my hand against his hand. As his next punch comes through, I'm going to check with my same hand. Then I'm going to kick him in his knee. As he leans forward, I'm going to come through with an eye strike and jab him here with the tips of my fingers. So let's do that one more time, full speed. If you notice I'm smiling, it's because we're going to do tack in the wall. It's one of my favorite ones. So the guy steps through with a punch. I'm going to step to the outside and do an outward defend. So I'm doing an outward defend with the opposite hand, and I'm stepping with the same foot as he stepped forward. I'm stepping forward with the same foot. I'm going to come through with a reverse punch right into his ribs. Then I'm going to let this hand do a half circle, and it's going to come down to a hammer fist to his kidney. I'm going to drive this leg up and hit him in the back of his knee. Once again, tack in the wall, full speed. Spinning hammers. He's going to step through with a punch. I'm going to do a sweeping high defense step forward, come up underneath with that hand. So as I come through, I make that full circle, come down, hit him in his groin. Now you're going to snake, kick his leg out underneath him, snake underneath, come back with a heel as you rich hand him in the throat here. And sweep his foot out beneath him, put your knee into his rib, punch him into his chin, or if his head's sideways, punch him into the temple. Let's do that full speed. Missive leap. It's for a step through punch. So when he steps back, he steps through his punch. I'm going to step forward. I'm going to block here with an outward check or outward defend. Palm strike to the back of his elbow. So palm strikes come to the back of his elbows. Make this a full circle this hand here, as you drive back to his neck, knee to his solar plex, let the other knee go into the back of his knee, grab him on his way down, and then punish him with some little bit of humiliation here with a punch there. Let's do it again, full speed. Eagle miss. It's for a punch from the side, so if I'm facing this way and this guy steps through the punch, I'm going to step across and do a push block, come out with a check. As I unwind, I'm going to take my eagle claws and I'm going to grab onto his traps here, sink those in, put my foot into the blade of my foot into his knee, and then make an elbow strike. So let's do that again at full speed. So make the punch. Sleepers for another hook punch. So the guys will make a hook punch. Remember, when the hook punch comes in, you need to dip down underneath that hook. Come up with your ridge hand up across his throat here. Once you make that ridge hand strike, you need to fall into grabbing your wrist, pulling your head in close, and squeezing. Stay here, don't move. Your motion needs to be squeezing here. Too many times I see students grab and they pull like this because they don't want to be in close. You need to be up underneath his armpit. You need to give him no room at all. You need to cut off all the room and you need to pull all this in, and that's what's going to put him out. Once he taps, step behind and sweep his leg out from underneath him and put him down on the ground. Now, one more time, we're going to do this one more time in slow motion because I want to explain something once you take the guy down. So, he makes the punch, come underneath, ridge hand, grab, fall in here. Once you step behind, you sweep. If you take this other leg and you stay right here and you stay up here, you can continue to stay on this guy and keep him down here and push him down and see anything else that's coming. Once he's out, put him to sleep. Let's do this one more time, full speed. He makes the punch, under, strike, hook. Startled cat. As for a step through punch, we're going to go slow. You're going to step, do a push. You're going to push, as he steps with his punch, you're going to make that parry to push block, step forward. Now you need to be careful with your partner when you're doing this because you're making a palm strike come straight up, come down with an elbow into his clavicle right down here, and then come down with your tiger claw and rake the face. So in full speed, you need to be very careful with this one. Step through punch. Shaolin Warriors for a step through punch. As he punches, I'm going to push block, step to the outside. Now this time I'm going to step to the outside with the opposite foot, so I'm on the back side of his body. Because if I step the other side, I'm not going to get the same result. I need to step to get completely to the back side of his body. I'm going to make a back fist. I'm going to drop low, hit him with an elbow strike, continue to drop my base, do a back fist to the back of his knee, drive that through, and then drive my heel up against his heel here. As I come back with a ridge hand across his body, sweep to drive him down, bring my leg up, and drop it straight down on top of him here. Do that at full speed, so he makes a punch. Eagle's talons is for our front bear hug. So the guy comes over, he's giving you a bear hug. Your arms are trapped, so what you need to do is you need to make eagle. You need to make the eagle's beaks here. Come up underneath, hit him in his ribs. Now you want to strike here. If he doesn't loosen his grip, do it a few times until he loosens his grip. Come back up, around, do double tiger claws, rake his face, step back, bring the eagle fist back up in, hit him again, straight up into his solar plex here. Come out, drive, lock your fingers behind his neck, make a knee strike to the groin or into the solar plex, and then hop to the next knee, and then that's your finisher. So let's do that one more time, full speed. He grabs. Bending the staff is for a punch, so when he steps through the punch, I'm going to do a push, a parry, a grab, draw up, put a side kick in his ribs, bring your leg back. Bring it back here, not really far, but just bring it back enough to where you're extending his arm out. Break his arm by pushing your palm strike through his arm, then push his arm down, and then give him the painkiller by punching him in the temple with a vertical punch. Let's go again at full speed. Dropping the staff. It's for a step through punch. So he's going to make a punch. You're going to do a push, check, just like we did earlier. Counter grab, kick him in the ribs. This time reach chamber set behind his leg. Push his arm up, elbow strike him into the ribs. Once again, full speed. The escape. It's for a hook punch, so he makes a hook punch. I'm going to step to the inside. I want to do a knife hand chop. I want to step with my opposite foot that he steps with. So when he steps with that foot, I'm going to step with the opposite foot. I'm going to do a knife hand chop to stop his arm here, a knife hand chop right here to the inside of his shoulder here. So I want to do this to block his arm. So let's do that hook punch one more time so that you can understand. Think of just stepping and blocking, bringing both your arms up to block his strike. Now we're going to do something a lot of people say is dangerous to do, is you're going to turn and give your backside to him. So as I turn, I'm going to let this hand ride down, grab his wrist, come around, elbow strike into his ribs, drop down to a knife hand strike to his groin, step back, and then make this arm come around, swing, put him in front of you here, keep his hand and his arm, push that down, he'll tap when it hurts, and then punch to give him the painkiller, put him out. Do that one more time at full speed. He does a hook punch here, elbow, knife hand strike, step, swing around, throw him down, step to break his arm here. Let's explain this one more time. You're pushing his wrist down. So as you're keeping your knee pressed into his back here and his arm straight out, you want to press this down as hard as you can. That'll break his wrist, breaking his elbow at the same time here. See him squinching? It hurts, yes? And then punch to knock him out to be a nice guy. You want to give him the painkiller at the end. Opening fans for a step through punch. So when he steps through punch, I'm going to do a sweeping high defend with the opposite hand, step through with that foot, elbow strike, back fist to his ribs, come up with a rich hand across his body, and sweep his leg out from underneath him at the same time. Full speed. Clawing Panther, it's for a hook punch. So when he makes a hook punch, I'm going to step underneath just like we did before the hook punch. Now you're going to come up with a palm strike up to his chin, step behind him, and then sweep his leg underneath of him, and continue your palm strike to follow him all the way down to the ground. Once again, make the hook punch, full speed, here. Hi-ya! Spear of Jade, it's for a 1-2 punch, so you step through with a punch, I'm going to step back, I'm going to do an inward defend, outward defend, spear across the side, kick him in the groin, punch him in the chin. Let's do this again, full speed. Three wins fist, it's for a 1-2 punch, he steps back through with a punch. I'm going to step back, I'm going to do a smother block, push on top of his hand, with the same foot, same hand, and he's going to make another punch. I'm going to do a smother block over top of that hand. Now I'm going to step through, I'm going to knuckle rake him across his eye with my Panther strike, and then draw through and do a hammer fist low to his groin. Let's do that full speed. Chinese Cobras for a 1-2 punch, so when the guy steps through with a punch, I'm going to step forward with my opposite foot that he steps forward with. I'm going to do an inward defend to block his punch, then I'm going to do an outward defend and check. As I do outward defend, I'm going to rake across his eyes and make a punch at the same time. Then I'm going to flip this palm strike down, and what I want to do is come across that clavicle, and I want to drive that all the way down when I make the strike. So let's do it again, Chinese Cobra. The Phoenix, it's for a straight across grab. So when the guy steps and grabs, I want to counter grab, I want to step behind, step through, I want to do an arm break. So when I do this, I'm going to do the arm break here, drive my foot to the blade of his knee, bring his hand here, so I'm doing a wrist lock here, drive back and kick to separate his shoulder from his arm. Let's do that again, full speed, grab, counter grab, break, down here, and retreating phoenix is for a grab and a punch. So when he's going to grab, this time I'm going to counter grab with the opposite side. He's going to make a punch. He's going to know something's up. Once I grab, this guy's thinking, okay, something's happening. So now he's going to make a punch. As he makes the punch, I can bring this hand right up underneath here to block, kick his knee. Now I'm going to come back with this hand to counter grab, get this arm off of me, and do the palm strike across his chin here. So let's do that one full speed. Grab here. Rocker, it's for a cross push. So the guy's going to make a push, you step forward. I'm going to accept this push, bring my hand up here to secure the trap, bring the other arm up behind his elbow, so I'm using his force against him to send him down and make an elbow strike into his skull and then drive an elbow down into his spine, which is going to send him down to the ground. Let's go in full speed. Level in the clouds. It's for a step through punch, so when he steps through and makes his punch, I'm going to step and chamber, come forward, I'm going to rake across his face with a tiger claw. So when he makes that punch, do it again. I'm going to block with a counter here, step to the outside, grab, rake the side of his face here, come back with a back fist to his temple or to the bridge of the nose, draw through, and break his arm here. Okay? Go full speed. Monkey's elbow. It's for a step through punch. So when he punches, I want to do a push block, a check, then I'm going to step forward, drive my elbow to take his wind, so I'm going to hit him in his ribs, come over top to bring his arm down, come across here with a palm strike to his temple, and then drive the last palm strike up to his chin. Let's do that full speed. Striking ass for a double lapel grab. Once again, like most double lapel grabs, you're going to continue. You're going to do this same straight across grab. Now you're going to step forward, and you're going to do a little sneaky peek, and you're going to do a reach hand right into his groin underneath. He's not going to see it coming. You shoot the groin here, drive his hands down, come back up with that same hand, knife hand strike to the throat or to the side of the neck. Grab again, full speed, grab. Pushing the circles for a straight across wrist grab. So another wrist grab here. We're going to step forward, bring that circle to the outside just like you did before, and then drop your elbow straight down into his chest bone right here. You want to hit right there, right in the sternum. He grabs. Circles of glass. It's for a 1-2 punch. So he's going to step through a punch. I'm going to step back. I'm going to do an inward defend. I'm going to make a circle to block that next hand with a smother block. Push that down. Step across. Make a back fist to the bridge of the nose. Elbow to his temple. Hammer fist to the groin. Unwind and palm strike to the solar plex. Do that one again at full speed.